Hi. Hello. How are you today? Okay, hi. So, this story is about a girl who knows that she's not really okay. I tied my hair for you guys because I. It's. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's an alien. This story is about a girl who um, knows that she's not okay. She knows that there is a part of her that needs help. By the way, guys, I'm not a good makeup artist or I'm not a good makeup person. I just like doing it. So don't get any tips from me. And she said that I'm not okay. I'm not doing very well. I know that there's something wrong with me and I need it to be fixed. So, as she grew up, she knows that, you know, there is something in her mind that keeps telling her that she's not good enough. And she will always never be good enough. So, when she was, I think, I think 20, 18, started cutting herself, doing self-harm, which is, as we all know, I look ugly, as we all know, is not, it's not good. So she knows that at that exact moment there's no going back. She said that, oh my god, something is wrong with me. I'm not completely okay. But she disregarded that. She just continued living her life because she doesn't want to have a stigma or to be criticized by people when they find out that she's doing self-harm. We reached a point in her life wherein she's already in college, and college is a very stressful environment. We all know that. And you have to live with the pressure, or pressure will eventually take over your life, and stress. So back in school, she took a test, like a, I think I'm doing this wrong. She took a test. I think it's a psychological test wherein they will determine if you're okay. And she didn't take that test very seriously. This is really an ugly way of putting concealer. And she just took that test without even thinking that she knows that this will actually help her. So she took the test and gave it back to, I think, a guidance counselor, and went back to living her college adorable, terrible life. She was giving hints to her parents that she's not okay and she needs help. But parents, they tend to think that their child is the child that they raised, and they want to think that this child is strong and will not get defeated. You know what I mean? So they went back. She went back to her life in their college life. Ow! And a terrible event happened into her life. Terrible, very, very terrible event that she knows that she's never gonna get away from. It's just gonna follow her around like a lost dog. So in her mind, she said to me that in her mind all that she can think of is jumping off from the building where she studies. And I said, oh my god, that's not really good. And I said, what did you do next? She said, I know that I needed help. So I went back to her dorm, I think, apartment. And she said that I need help. This is not gonna go away. I'm never gonna get better if I don't ask help professionally. This girl that is in our story, the heroine in our story, She doesn't like asking help from other people. She likes to think that she can fix it by thinking of ways on how she can fix her problem, because she thinks that people have a lot of problems already, and if she asks help from them, it's just going to add more to their own problems. And yeah, so she went back and took another psychological test, and this time she asked for help. Yay! She said that I'm not okay. In my mind, all I can think of is this suicidal thought. The guidance counselor saw that she has a lot of cuts in her, in her arm. The guidance counselor then called her father, saying that your child needs help, professional help, and I can recommend someone who can help her. So that is the start of her mental health journey. So this girl, while she was in a mental health journey, all she wants to surround herself is, with positive vibes, and which is good because she knows how to self-heal while doing it also professionally. And she surrounds herself with positive outlook. She, diverts her attention from just she just diverts her attention, you know what I mean, on how she doesn't have to think about these thoughts. And yeah, so one day this girl had a very serious problem that suffocated her mentally. All the thoughts that she was trying to suppress came rushing down, and the medications that she was taking for her mental health wasn't working. So she did what she only thought could help. She tried overdosing herself. She took a lot of pain relievers that she doesn't even remember, and she took a lot of medications of her, I don't know, but she just did that and cut herself, which evidently resulted into her getting hospitalized. The hospital they know that this was a suicide attempt, and they couldn't let her go home because she needs a guardian. So they asked her to call her parents, where her parents arrived shortly after, and the look on her parents' face, you can even say any emotions about it. You can even use an adjective to describe the look on her parents' face. I said, what did you say to her when, they saw you? She said, I couldn't speak. I was just numb and humiliated and embarrassed because her parents saw her on a devastating stage. Eventually, they let her go home with her parents and said that she needs to be monitored for the rest of the day. But okay, so back to the girl. She was sent home with her parents, and when they arrived home, the girl couldn't even look at her parents because she doesn't know what to say. I mean, if I was in that position, I wouldn't know what to say either. So what she did was she went back to her room, locked the door, and, gave herself a little thinking. What did she do? Why did she do it? And how can she talk to her parents about it? But the good thing about having wonderful parents is that you don't have to do that anymore. Her parents knocked on her door. Knocked on her door. So she opened it, And her mom said, "Do you want something? Do you want to eat?" And this girl loves to eat. She said that I love food. I always love food, but at that time I couldn't even think about having any food or coffee. So what she did was, well, I don't think this is working. Well, we're gonna make it work. And so this girl said to her mother, "No, Ma, I'm okay. I just need, to rest." And her mother took this opportunity to talk to her daughter and said to her that her mother sat down on the sofa, and her mother said to her, "Please don't ever do that again. Do not put me in that situation wherein I don't know what to do as a mother." And hearing that as a daughter, her mother doesn't say those stuff. Her mother was pretty, she always have this strong persona wherein life doesn't really fuck her up. So the girl, the daughter, was caught off guard, and she just looked at her mother, and her mother started crying. Her mother started crying and said that, "Please don't do that again." Or I might go first, if you know what I mean. And that very moment was the awakening for the girl. She said that watching her mother cry was something that she would never thought would happen, because of that reason. Her mother never cries. She was very strong. And she said that, "I promise I will do my best. It may not be that fast, but I will do my best, Mama." That's what she said. Oh, this is making me cry. Dear Lord. So, the daughter decided to change her life. Okay, I need to be better. I need to get better for my parents, for my future. Look at that fat. And the daughter said that, "Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this my way. I don't need a psychologist. I don't need a psychiatrist. I'm just gonna do this myself." We all have a little something. We all have different ways on healing, and it's just up to you on how you can help yourself, because no one will help yourself but you. That makes sense, right? Yeah. And soon after, the girl finds herself healing and decided that she just feels okay. That she says to her mom, "Ma, I feel good. I feel good." Because her parents already know. Her parents already know. Who is the best supporter if not your parents, right? Who will understand you more? Who will be your protector? Who will be your strength when you don't have one? Parents. Your mother and father, your mama and papa, your mommy and daddy, your nanay and tatay. She finds herself healing. She finds herself finding self-love again. But you know what life said? No. No, I'm not done with you yet. I need you stronger. I need you to be more stronger. Something happened that eventually changed that girl's life. So I tried making a noise line, and I look like something else. So eventually, like I said, the girl had a major problem that she couldn't that she thought that she couldn't survive anymore. Her mother died not long after, while she was still in a healing path. Her mother died and she didn't know what to do. Everything just stopped for her. She doesn't see the world that way anymore, and she thinks that she's being punished for something that she didn't even do. I use mascara and false eyelashes because I'm lazy, so let's just curl here. So yeah, but you know what, this girl, she didn't let this suffering take away her life, because before she thinks that she doesn't have any reason to live. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I alive? Why am I here in this wonderful earth? But now she knows she has a purpose, because she needs to be strong now for her father. Papa. So that's what she did. I'm not gonna go into the full detail because she didn't want to tell me how, but she shut herself out from the world for quite some time, and eventually she met a guy. A guy that left her, but she knows that she is a strong, independent woman, and she knows that she has to be strong now for herself, for her mom, for her family, and especially for her dad. So that's what she did. She lived. She knows that succumbing, is that the word? I'm looking for something, I don't know what it is. Oh yeah. So the girl continued living with her father, and I said, how are you? Do you feel okay now? Do you feel like you're healing? You're in a path of healing? And she said, yes, Ate. I feel so alive. Because the world has too much to offer. Because problems is always going to be a part of your life. No, not problems. I call them challenges. Challenges are always going to be a part of your life. It's never going to go away. It's how God makes you stronger. It's how God hones you to be the best, perfect version of yourself. Okay, let me just finish this, okay? One moment.
For lipstick, we're gonna use Yafi collection. Dina, in nude. So, let's just put this baby in here. I swear, every time I put lip gloss or any lipstick on my lips, it's always going to have this little baby here. It's annoying. Anyway, I guess this would be it. Let's just take this point. Ow! Ugh. Yeah, there's hair. Okay, let me just, fix myself. Okay,
I guess this is it. Yeah, this is it. So I asked this girl, how are you now? And she said, surviving. And I replied to her, you are a survivor. Everything that she said to me, I can feel the pain in every of those sentences when you read it out loud. You can feel her pain and her sufferings. But right now, she said that she's in a good place. And I said, what did you learn during this process? She said that she learned the value of self-love, of being kind to other people, especially when you know that you also went at the exact same situation, you also experienced it yourself. YOLO! She's YOLOing. Okay, so I want you to know, you, a person who's watching this, because I know that the reason why you click this, one is because you know who I am and you're a family member. Two, you're one of my best friends and you just want to give support. And three, because of the title itself. You wouldn't click this video if you're not undergoing something yourself. We go through different stages in life wherein we thought we can never survive a certain challenge. But eventually you will. You're just going to be surprised that, oh my god, I'm healing. I'm doing okay. And I didn't even realize it. You're never going to realize it. You're never going to feel like you're okay. You're just going to know. You're just going to reach a point in your life wherein you're going to think that you're okay. And that you survived. Because you, my friend, is a survivor. Love your parents, of course. You can never know what can happen tomorrow or later. Tell them that you love them every day. Every damn day. Give them little things, give them some things that eventually will remind them of you. Keep swimming, just like what Dory says. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Love your parents, always. Love yourself, always. And be kind to other people, always.